So, if you are a Chicago Sky fan, yesterday might be one of the more disastrous days for you. And you might be wondering, you're like, why was it a disaster?
The Chicago Sky's 2024 season has been a whirlwind both on and off the court, and now they've dropped a bombshell that no one saw coming. The team has parted ways with an astonishing 11 players this year. The roster shakeup has left fans and analysts stunned. At the start of the season, the Sky were buzzing with potential. Fans were excited, the hype was strong, and analysts predicted big things. But as the season unfolded, reality hit hard, and those expectations quickly unraveled.
Both.
All right. So before you were here, you spent a couple years at VCU, right?
Yes.
So when you entered the transfer portal and you kind of opened up your recruiting, what was that process like?
I transferred during the COVID year, so it was 2020, and my room.
One key storyline centered on Kergon Dark, the 4th overall draft pick. She arrived in Chicago with talent and promise, hoping to turn her career around after a rocky start. Many pegged her as a potential X-factor, praising her scoring ability and composure under pressure. Unfortunately, when the spotlight was brightest, Kasha struggled to deliver. It's been a tough season for the Sky and their fans, with the team's vision for 2024 falling far short of expectations.
Because Kiki Riafen cannot shoot the ball. Angel Reese cannot shoot the ball. Kennedy Carter, if she comes back, cannot shoot the ball. But it looks like she's not coming back. So it's looking like you might lose out on Kennedy Carter and Olivia Miles, because you're like, oh, it's exciting. Yes, Olivia Miles, she's going to be a Sky. Why would the Sparks not take her? The Sparks are...
The Chicago Sky entered recent seasons with a mix of hope and expectation, fueled by a roster brimming with potential and hype. However, what unfolded was a series of disappointments that left fans questioning the franchise's direction. From hyped signings to homegrown talent, the Sky's inability to capitalize on their roster's promise turned what could have been an inspiring rebuild into a frustrating series of what-ifs. Coming out of college, Brenna Maxwell was touted as a sharpshooter with incredible range. The Sky envisioned her as a floor spacer who could ignite the offense off the bench. Fans were thrilled by the idea of Maxwell lighting it up from beyond the arc. However, reality didn't match the anticipation. Maxwell rarely had the opportunity to showcase her skills due to limited minutes and inconsistent performances. Ultimately, the team waived her, ending her first stint with the Sky. While she's back on a rookie-scale contract, the excitement surrounding her return has significantly diminished. Can she still develop into the player Chicago hoped for? Only time will tell. Ty Reimer joined the Sky with veteran poise and a reputation as a reliable post presence. While not expected to be a superstar, her stability was seen as crucial for anchoring the frontcourt. Unfortunately, Reimer struggled to make an impact. Her playing time was sporadic, her production minimal, and the Sky eventually waived her before the season gained momentum. Her exit left a glaring hole in a frontcourt that desperately needed consistency. Robin Parks and Cassina Mkau brought intrigue due to their international and collegiate accolades. Parks, a proven scorer overseas, and Mkau, a rising prospect with a versatile skill set, seemed like hidden gems. However, neither player found a footing with the team. Parks never suited up for the Sky, and Mkau didn't get the developmental opportunity many had hoped for. By renouncing their rights, the Sky closed the door on what could have been breakout stories. Lee Yueru arrived with towering expectations. The Chinese center had led her national team to the FIBA Women's World Cup final and was regarded as one of the best centers outside the US. Chicago fans envisioned her dominating the paint and transforming the Sky's interior game. Unfortunately, her on-court production failed to live up to the promise. Struggles with consistency and fitting into the team system left both fans and the organization disillusioned. Julie Ellen arrived in Chicago with high expectations, heralded for her elite court vision and playmaking abilities. She was seen as the floor general the Sky desperately needed. While she had moments of brilliance, her offensive contributions were underwhelming overall. Unable to consistently elevate the team, Allen moved to the Los Angeles Sparks, leaving fans to ponder what might have been. Kahleah Copper was the heart and soul of the Sky. Known for her swagger, grit, and leadership, Copper embodied the franchise's identity. Fans rally behind her as the centerpiece of the team's future. Yet, the Sky's inability to build a competitive roster around her led to mounting frustrations. By 2024, Copper requested a trade to the Phoenix Mercury. Her departure left fans heartbroken and underscored the front office's failure to maximize her prime years. Courtney Williams joined the Sky as a marquee signing, fresh off an all-star appearance. Known for her electrifying energy and clutch performances, Williams was expected to complement Copper perfectly. However, her time in Chicago was marred by inconsistency. While she had moments of brilliance, they were too few to offset her struggles. Eventually, Williams' shortcomings, both in leadership and reliability, led to her departure for the Minnesota Lynx. Alana Smith was hyped as a defensive anchor with a developing offensive game. The Sky hoped she could protect the rim, hit mid-range jumpers, and stretch defenses with her three-point shooting. While Smith displayed flashes of brilliance, her performances were too inconsistent. Defensive lapses and offensive struggles left the Sky questioning their investment in her. Smith's departure to the Lynx marked yet another lost opportunity for the team. The Sky's roster woes weren't limited to individual players. A combination of inconsistent performances, lack of developmental opportunities, and questionable roster management plagued the team. The departure of key players like Copper, Williams, and Smith, combined with the inability to capitalize on the potential of Maxwell, Reimer, Parks, and Nunca, highlighted systemic issues within the organization. The Sky's attempt at a rebuild was ambitious but flawed. Fans initially bought into the vision, believing the hype around new signings and young talent. However, as the team failed to deliver on the court, excitement turned to frustration. The departure of cornerstone players and the lack of a cohesive strategy left the Sky in a precarious position. The franchise now faces the daunting task of rebuilding trust with its fan base and charting a path forward. With a nearly unrecognizable roster and dim playoff hopes, the Chicago Sky's future is uncertain. Can the front office learn from past mistakes? Will they finally assemble a roster capable of competing at the highest level? For now, fans are left wondering if the Sky's struggles are a temporary setback or a sign of deeper issues. What's clear is that the next chapter in Chicago's story will be crucial in determining the franchise's trajectory.